Hello, my name is Ardent Cadenza. Have you ever wanted to smelt way too much stuff in a very inefficient but very fun manner? Well, just dump it in a chest. Flick a lever. And watch a hilariously overcomplicated machine work. Here we have a super smelter of my own design. It uses movable tile entities on Bedrock Edition to cycle through 80 furnaces, which works out really quite quickly. The output is sent up a water stream to this chest here. This is all just optional. As you can see, the input chests cycle into these hopper minecarts, which run along this track, depositing their materials into hoppers, which are sent into furnace. Once the materials are deposited, the furnaces cycle through these piston V-tapes. All of this is run by this hopper clock, which can be turned off with the flick of a single lever. As I said, this hopper clock runs all the redstone operations through here. It sends a pulse through the machine, which causes the whole system to go. Now this lever just has a simple redstone line running down to this piston, which, if the lever is activated, will stop this piston from retracting again. As you can see, this hopper clock is very simple. It just has 16 items running through it. Comparators on either side, which power these pistons when the hoppers are full. Now, this seems very complicated, but this is just because of how I wired it. It really isn't that bad. Now, if you follow the items, they'll get picked up by these hoppers. This comparator sends a signal to this NOT gate, stopping the minecart from moving if there are any items in there. However, anytime this hopper fills up all the way, then the hopper minecart would stop. To prevent this, we have this wire here running into this box, powering the rail every so often, just in case. That solves that issue. Anyway, it splits items, the resources you want to smelt, and the fuel along these two hopper lines, which enter into the furnaces. The furnaces then cycle to evenly split the items between them. These are just very simple piston feed tapes. This sticky piston just grabs the furnace here so that we can have the hoppers on this side. Over here, we have the power for the feed tapes. As you can see, the horizontal pistons, so this row and this row, are powered first and only have a 1-tick delay on these repeaters, versus the 13-tick delay of this row of pistons and this row of pistons, these vertical rows. That provides ample time for the first 2 piston rows to retract again. Down here, we have this hopper chain, which runs below the furnaces, picks up any smelted items. They run into this dropper, which this comparator will detect and power the dropper again to fire them into this water stream. Ooh. The water stream then comes up here into this output chest. This bit can be removed as long as you have a way of accessing these lower levels. So, yeah, that's my machine. If you have any recommendations on how to improve it, please suggest them, comment them. I really want this to be a bit better. It's not very fuel efficient at the moment. It wastes a lot of fuel. So optimally, you would use a very low grade fuel source, something like wood, which only does 1.5 operations before being destroyed. Thank you for watching. I hope this gave you some inspiration. And remember, you're important and you matter.